What's good, YouTube? This your boy DJ Q Waves, back again with another new video. If you're new to the channel, be sure that red subscribe button and the notification bell. If you're old subscriber, welcome back to the channel. As always, before I start every new video, be sure to follow my social media pages down below, and any topics, any discussions when we talk about, hit them comments below. Now let's get to a brand new music review. And this artist, Benny the Butcher, dropped a brand new The Plugs at Meant To project. So Benny the Butcher, he always continues his prolific output with a new project. And last year, he dropped one of the best albums, Burden Proof. This time he teams up with Harry Fraud to create an album built by and for the streets. So let me break down each track and tell y'all some of my favorites from this album. So the first song with Tony Matsosa open with a triumphant jazzy instrumental. It's a fantastic start and a great fit with Benny's style. The performance from Benny is elite with a verse to start the album that is on point. It's just a great intro overall. I just feel like he could have listened to this one for way longer than 2.5 minutes. And the level of quality continues, this will be a special project. Second track, Overall, featuring the late great Chinks. So the beat has a more laid back feel to it and even somewhat of a dark and tropical vibe. Loop into the background of the production, it gives the feeling of a Griselda late night car ride through the villa. Benny's first two verses are quality and the Chinks version meshes well with the track and another very, very, very good song. The third track, Plug Talk, featuring 2 Chainz. Now this song definitely takes the vibe much darker than the first 2 songs, and it shows a very vintage Heavy Fraud beat with a dark soul sample loop throughout. The chemistry between Benny and Fraud definitely appears to be full in sync, and the 2 Chainz feature is really a great addition, finishing off another positive addition to the project. Fourth track, Live By It. So Live By It is definitely a good, solid song, but probably the least intriguing of the first 4 so far. But you know, as always, Benny's performance is great as always, with always nice delivery and enjoyable verses. And it's not a bad song by no means, and truthfully, a pretty good track. No fillers at all so far. So, 5th track, Talking Back, featuring Fat Joe. Another interesting beat by Harry Fraud. Maybe not my favorite, but another vibe that really fits the dynamic and the sound of the album so far. A good verse by Benny is also followed by an energetic Fat Joe verse that isn't that bad. But this is probably one of not my favorite songs on the album, but it's still a good listen. The 6th track, No Instructions. The 6th track, you know, is very mellow, the vibe down again, following the upbeat, energetic Talking Back. I'm really enjoying Benny's slow delivery and the really soulful verses. Though the sound might not be the most attention grabbing, the song is really great on the first listen. And it's a great introspective from Benny, who always does a lot of great storytelling and gives you the ins and outs of the streets. The 7th track, Longevity, featuring French Montana and Jim Jones. Now, when I first heard it, I was like, dang, a French Montana feature? I haven't heard of French Montana in a long time on a lot of albums. But, you know, French Montana and Harry Fraud got a good connection, so not surprised of the French Montana feature. And, you know, as always, Benny's style just sounds so good, and all these samples that Harry Fraud and the drum kicks. And he has really proven that he can rap on basically any beat at this point. And matching him with great beats from Harry Fraud is almost unfair. French Montana verse wasn't as good. It's not, you know, it was a bad to me. It could have been replaced or not. Couldn't have been that, or we could have had another Benny verse. But the Jim Jones verse was definitely decent. Jim Jones has been proven that he's still one of the underrated artists in the game. And yeah, solid track. 8th song, Survivor Remorse, featuring Rick Hyde, who was part of the Black Soprano family. Benny back on the slow delivery over the slow soulful beat from Harry Fraud. Again, the slow production brings out the most introspective side of Benny's artistry. Focus on some of the negative consequences of the lifestyle he has lived. Rick Howard's verse suits the song and the theme well, and is followed by the last verse from Benny that really closes out the nice song well. So far, Benny is like probably 7 out of 8. Just solid songs. None of the songs are bad, but you got 7 good songs that you can listen to so far. So let's get to the final song of the album, Thanksgiving. So as a lead singer to the Plus I'm At 2, Thanksgiving set a great tone for the album release and now serves as a fitting outro to the project. The upbeat production brings the album back up and ends the album on a triumphant note. Outro allows Benny to close out the album on a great explosion of the elite delivery and rap and close out a very, very solid project. So, overall, on the first listen, I am pleased with Benny's sequel to his 2019 EP, The Plus I Met. Harry Fraud production was impressive as expected, proving Benny with he just provided Benny with a lot of great soul vocal samples and layer beats, and Benny's performance has never been bad on the project, and The Plus I'm At 2 is no different. I could say that Benny has established us as one of the best rappers in this era. With such great delivery and technical prowess of the past few years, no one is out here messing with Benny. His hunger and passion for music has never left, and the skill to fit in any sound and make great music is great. Like, he has one of the best runs of the last few years, and it's pretty hard to, compare him to anybody out here. And this project does nothing but help his legacy and his discography. And my favorite tracks probably was Tony Messo's Thanksgiving, Survivor's Remorse. Like, man, he did his thing, man. Like, man, shout out to Benny, man. And overall might be my favorite track on the album. Maybe my favorite track, man. Like, that Chinks verse was definitely one of the books. But that's all I got for this hour review. Be sure to check out more of my hour reviews on my playlist above the video. And if you want me to check out any other new songs or any albums you want to review, be sure to comment below. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and that notification bell. Peace.
DJ Q Waves, you so wavy.